fat.
Carnage.
Two lads chewing the fat.
It's Carnage.
Tony and Aaron in the studio.
Carnage.
What will they talk about? 'Cause we don't know.
Carnage.
Tony and Aaron in the podcast hut. Sit back and listen while they kick some butts.
That is a rubbish ending. Well, it's all that rhymes. Unbelievable. And now, here's Carnage with Tony and Aaron. Just chewing the fat.
All aboard! Choo choo! We're here, we're live. Hello, Aaron.
Hello, buddy, how's it going?
Here we are, another week, another day, another dollar. What we doing? What's going on? We're here on the world famous, taking over the world, mate, taking over the world.
The world has been taken over by the Carnage Pod.
Yeah, what is that in the background? What's going on?
We are joined this evening by Bam. He is...
Unbelievable. So, right, you're babysitting, you're not babysitting, it's your own son, isn't it?
He was asleep up until about 40 minutes ago.
Right, brilliant.
And now he's wide awake and he's watching The Jungle Book.
I thought what I'd do is wake up just as the world's most influential, biggest podcast he's coming over. He's got bright red hair. He's such a cute kid, and all I can see is a little image of him just behind the podcast enhancer, and it's like watching the movie Chucky. What is going on about that? That's amazing.
He is. He's really.
And
awake
you can't
now.
concentrate. You can't concentrate.
He's really awake now.
He's really awake. He's walking over. He's come over to say hello. Unbelievable. People can't see this. Say hello, Bam.
Say hello, Bam. Say hello, say hello, Tony.
Is it going to
He's
happen?
just waving frantically.
Say hello, Bam.
Say hello. Say hello, Tony.
Hello. Hello. This is unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Thank you again for joining us. If you're in the chat box, like Julia Wimbush, thank you for joining us. It's lovely to see you all here. Don't forget, you can catch the show right after we've broadcast live. You can hear it over on iTunes. Now, we weren't here last week, but we were here.
We weren't, but we were.
Yeah, exactly. If you're listening on iTunes, you're not listening live anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we couldn't do last week because I was gigging for the RAF.
You were out and about, weren't you? Being
and I was on this big plane. I got a tour around the RAF base.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So we pre-recorded the show beforehand, and we put it out the night after, which was cool.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So it was well chuffed.
We've got lots of stuff going on this week as well. We've got more chances to win badges because I've still got hundreds of them here.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Can't get rid of them for love of the money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no one's.
I'll try my best. Try my best, but can't do it. So we've got lots of stuff going on. We're giving away more stuff. Liam Wazencroft, I think is easier just to call him Wazzy, has just joined us. I was here, but you wasn't. Yeah, we were. All you have to do is listen to the show, which was there, and that's it. It's on iTunes. Subscribe and you can hear us. It's pretty simple. Look, we try and broadcast live every Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
And we will be here at 9 o'clock live most weeks.
We will indeed. But if we can't, we'll do something else. So you'll still get a show.
That's it.
We'll be here still, just not in that time
exactly.
zone.
And it was beautiful because we got to talk and chew the fat like we originally planned with this show, right?
Yeah, we did. We had a good chat. Yeah.
Exactly. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for downloading. And thank you for making us number 4 today, officially in New and Noteworthy on comedy on iTunes. And we're at number 5 in the All podcast, New and Noteworthy.
Are we really at number 5?
I mean, 35.
Oh,
Look how excited your face got. 35. It's unbelievable, but we've got so much to get through on this show. We've got so much stuff going on. If you want to get in touch with us, you can via Twitter. You can tweet us, and you can get us on email as well. There's all sorts going on. But before we do any of that, listen, Aaron, we always start the show with you telling us what you've got to drink, your tipple of the week, right?
Yes, we are.
And a couple of weeks ago, you made what did you call it?
A Carnage cocktail, yeah.
Right, so...
Carnage cocktail. So, but no, I'm drinking alcoholic beverage again this evening, so...
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do it, shall we?
What's Aaron got to drink? What's Aaron got to drink?
And now it's time for Aaron's tipple of the week. He calls it his weekly slurp. Let's find out
what Aaron's got to drink.
Right then, this week I've gone for a beer, one of my favourite beers. It's an American beer, and it's from the company Sierra Nevada.
Right.
It's a really great beer. You can't get many types of their beer over in this country.
Right.
So when I see this one, I always buy it.
Where'd you get it from?
I can get this one from Morrison's now, and you can get it from Tesco's, and most places do this one.
Yeah.
But there is another one that's better. And
Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. Put it towards my camera so I can have a look. Right, so it's a green label. It says Pale Ale in black on the front. And what?
Sierra Nevada.
There you go. That's what it says across the top. And what's it take? What is it? Is it like... I know it's an ale, obviously.
Yeah, it's just a really, really well-tasting beer. The taste is amazing. It's not like a beer we have over here. It's more like a proper brewed beer.
Right.
Like we'd have a traditional ale. It's more like that, but it's in a little bit lighter.
Okay.
So it's not as heavy.
Okay.
It's amazing beer. It's one of my favourites. I only really drink this bottled beer now.
Really?
To be honest, I'm quite a snob, so I really only drink American beers now.
Oh, you are so rock and roll. Do you know what I mean?
So, yeah, I only drink them and some other American beers, which will probably turn up on the show over the next few weeks. But Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, get it.
Thing is, you're a Burke, but you're rock and roll.
I am a Burke, but rock and roll.
You called me a Burke on text earlier.
I did, yeah.
And it got me thinking, well, we should be using these old-fashioned words that we used to use in the past, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's a child in the background breaking into our show. And it looks, to everyone that's listening, it looks like he's actually trying to break down your wall, or he's doing something to it. I don't know what's he doing. He's going over there to read. That's what he's going to do, or he's just going to make a mess. Aaron, people can't see you, but it's amazing watching you jump around on this award-winning podcast.
I know, I'm just... Of all the night yesterday, slept all the way through. It was it was amazing.
This is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable.
Podcast to do is awake.
Liam just said, "Hi, I had an epic fail with a drink last week." Well, tell us all about it, Liam.
Let us know.
Apart from you saying that, unless you're saying stuff that I can't see, tell us more. So, have you heard?
Yes.
I was talking about you texting me and calling me a Burke.
Yes.
And I said we should use some of these old-fashioned words like, and I come up with Wally, Plonker, Twit. Nitwit, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Can you, if people listen to the show, if you're in the chat box, can you remember any old-fashioned things you used to call your mates? Div. I still call you a div all the time. Oh, you're such a div.
You call me a div a lot.
You're a bit of a div, aren't you?
I am a div.
I can't remember all these words that people use. I think they should bring back. So we want to hear. You can tweet us at Tony James Comedy at
Podcast Enhancer. Sorry, I've got a call on here.
What do you mean you've got a call?
Somebody's calling me.
Well, decline it because that's not how it works.
No, I know. They call you.
If they want to call the show, they need to call the Podcast Hut, right?
Yes.
Who's calling you?
Miguel.
From the Cranial Emission Show.
The Cranial Emission Show was calling me.
He's actually just put in the chat box, I'm going to call. Thanks for asking.
There we go.
Bloody Americans coming around here just presuming they can get involved with the show. I'm talking here, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you are on Skype, all you need to do is find the Podcast Hut and you can find us. Just chip in, why don't you? Right, anyway, I had an epic fail last week, says Liam, with the drink. Koppenberg turned out to be alcohol-free.
Oh, you bought the wrong one.
Oh, dear. But it's not really bad because, you know, it's all right to drink non-alcoholic stuff.
Yeah, I have non-alcoholic nights.
I don't drink very often at all, quite frankly.
No, you don't, do you?
No, I don't. I don't drink very much, and a lot of people go, you don't drink. No, I don't. No. What are you going to do about it?
You had a cider on another show recently, and you was terrible.
What was that? I did, didn't I? I had a cider on it. Was it on this show?
That was on the...
it was on our Wednesday night show, and I was all over the place. Talking about being all over the place, what about this? Now, you know, like, when you were younger and you used to go out dating and, you know, maybe you'd wake up in the morning with somebody that you don't really know, and you turn over and you go, oh, good God.
Crikey.
What the hell is that?
Oh, my good days.
Honestly, some of them... Oof.
Yeah, I know, mate. I've been there.
We've all been there. Anyway, this bloke's been there to a point where... I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. You heard the story. Now, there was a couple that got married, and the bride refused to show the groom her face without makeup before they got married.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it went. Now, this is a true story. It says a groom is now suing his wife after seeing her for the first time without makeup. Now, what?
Amazing.
We've all been with some munters. We call them munters, right?
Yeah, pigs.
But what is that about?
Yeah, I read the story after you sent it. It was incredible. It's a guy in Algeria
Yeah.
who married his wife, and the next day, literally the next morning from the wedding, he saw her face, and he said he was that scared,
Yeah.
he thought there was a robber broken into the house to steal stuff.
Yeah, he said it looked beautiful and attractive before their marriage. But then he woke up in the morning and found that she'd washed the makeup off her face and was so frightened, thought she was a thief. He's now demanding, right? Demanding? What a plum. Plum, add that to the old words.
Plum, yeah.
He's now demanding £13,000 in damages for psychological suffering. If I could genuinely, can you imagine if you could sue for every time? Do you know what I mean?
You saw somebody that wasn't pretty. Not just that, but how much makeup was she wearing for the fact that he could not recognise her? How much slap was on that face?
It must have been a mask of some sort.
It was
How
much?
Fugly.
Did he just marry a clown or something and just didn't realise?
I reckon that's probably something that's gone. I mean, it's ridiculous. Have you ever? I mean, it's balmy. Look, all right, I've got some. Oh, hang on, Miguel, all the way from the States is trying to call us, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly. I'm going to get in touch with Miguel now so he can come on the show and talk to us very briefly. Hopefully, where is he? Right now, Miguel, are you? Hang on a sec. If we get a caller on the line,
mate.
If we get a caller on the line, we have to play this. It's Miguel. How you doing, buddy?
How are you guys?
Yeah, we're very well. Now, what do you want interrupting our show like this?
I couldn't help it. I heard beer and I said I got a call.
All right, now tell the world on the world-renowned, non-award-winning podcast show, where are you calling from, Miguel?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
I'm calling from EST Brewing as I speak.
Right, and so you're brewing beer right now?
No, I'm just watching them. I was doing my home business today, but I'm watching them. They're busy at work.
I've got to apologise. We've got a child in the background because Aaron has got a creche on his hands. Have you ever seen Daddy Daycare?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a really bad version of that with not much care.
He's got one.
But I am funnier than Steve Martin, so there we go.
Oh yeah.
My God, can you say that? So, yeah. Miguel, have you ever woken up next to a woman, Miguel, and thought, what on earth have I woken up next to? Is that even a woman?
Yeah, they call us a coyote here.
A coyote? And you've woken up next to one of them?
No, I haven't, because I've been careful enough not to get that drunk. But if you wake up next to a coyote, what you do is if your arm's around her, you have to chew your arm off and run.
Right.
Like a coyote stuck in a leg trap.
This is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I want to know, people that are listening, can I just say that in our chat box, Miguel, we've got a guy called Liam who says, Florida, I hate him already.
My balls officially sweat right off my body today, so I don't think he hates me that much.
It's such a beautiful place. I think just us Brits are jealous of you, Miguel.
I know. Well, John Wilson just left, man. He had a good time, man, hanging out. Obviously, Aaron did call our show that one day. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he was on the Cranial Emissions show, and everybody can listen to Miguel and the gang if you've got about 6 hours spare to listen to the show. I'd say your show goes on forever.
We just, we get lost in it, man, and sometimes we just go.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. We've only got 45 minutes here at the moment, and we've got so much to cover. But it's a really good listen. Seriously, Cranial Emissions show over on Spreaker. It's also on iTunes. I am right, aren't I?
You are right on the iTunes, and I'd love for people to comment on our iTunes. That would be sweet.
Yeah, that would be cool. Go and give him some stars and go and comment. And also, John Wilson, a comedian from Liverpool over here, doing very well on the circuits, took a trip out to Florida and came and sat on your show the other week, right?
He did, and we got him 3 comedy gigs while he was here, too.
Oh, God, I'll tell you what. When